I think so often much of the reporting on this has been so hysterical.
Governor Doug Ducey said he had a positive meeting in his office last week with the last 5 Arizona Teachers of the Year, but they told me afterward the governor betrayed them. One of the teachers said she felt played by Ducey. She supported his Prop 123 last year, delivering long overdue dollars to public schools, only to have the governor turn around this year and hand more tax dollars to private and religious schools. Beyond David Garcia's candidacy, what is the political fallout from the governor's school voucher expansion? Joining us, Lori Roberts of the Arizona Republic. Jevin Hodge, vice chairman of the Arizona Democratic Party, also works on strategic communications with Link Strategic Partners. Welcome to Square Off, first time. And Nathan Sproul, a Republican consultant with Lincoln Strategy Group. Welcome to you all. Let's start with Doug Ducey. The Prop 123 coalition has now officially crumbled. 6 Arizona Teachers of the Year wrote him a letter saying he does not value teachers and betrayed their support for Prop 123. Lori, how big a political problem is this for Doug Ducey?
I think it's a huge political problem. Teachers are a fairly organized group. Add into that, I talked to the head of president-elect, actually, of the Arizona PTA last week, and she had equally strong, if not stronger, words. She worked shoulder to shoulder with the Ducey campaign during 123, feels betrayed, lied to, used, abused, and if you don't think that the PTA can organize parents and mobilize parents, you're crazy. I think Doug Ducey has created a problem for himself.
How scared should he be of teachers, public education supporters as a voting bloc?
Well, I think Lori's right. Teachers are a very organized political constituency. There's no doubt about that. But I think what Doug Ducey did here was show rare courage, because I think he knows that people are going to be coming after him because of this, and yet he decided it's more important for the child to have options and for a parent to be empowered than to worry about the politics of it.
Let's just talk about that for a moment, please. For which child to have options? Because 95%, I think David Garcia pointed out, 95% of children go to public schools. That's their choice. Any
child in the state of Arizona who's currently in a public or a charter school can avail themselves of this option. And I think, Lori, the point here
is...
Any child? Any child can do it. It is available to any child.
So that cost of that voucher will cover the cost of private school education?
But I think you look at it from a different perspective.
Yes.
You look at it from the perspective of how do we make sure that teachers and the public school system are taken care of.
That's not true.
I think Governor Ducey is looking at it from the perspective of how do we take care of the child.
Well, I'll bring Jevin.
And so what we're seeing here is disillusioned policy making, disillusioned decision making, and this is going to cost the governor, and this is going to hurt him in his next election. Our students are at risk. He's turned our backs on our parents, students, teachers alike, and this is going to hurt him.
Now, there's talk of national groups coming in next year with a referendum on the voucher bill. What do you know about that? Will that happen?
There's a possibility that this can happen.
Yeah.
But what we're going to see, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, is we have to be able to support our students. And if we're not supporting our students, then it looks disgusting. It's going to hurt us.
The voucher thing has nothing to do with helping children. If you consider that we're talking all Arizona children, it's about helping a few, and it's about burnishing a political resume. You cannot credibly explain to me how 2 different children, one goes to a charter school, one goes to a district school, wants to get a voucher. Why is one child worth $1,600 more than the other child? Explain to me how that's legal or moral or right.
And the legislation is not perfect, Lori. I'm not saying that it is.
That's what he signed.
However, what I am saying is that this is a very good start. It's a measured response to find out how does school choice empower parents and how does it empower children.
How does it help the public schools? And I mean the children, the 95% of Arizona children who go there. How does it help overcrowding, underfunding, the very real problems that the schools are affecting? How does this help them? How does it fix public education?
But why does it have to be an either-or proposition? I'm old enough to remember when charter schools.
That's a good question.
I'm old enough to remember when charter schools were unveiled in Arizona, and everybody said the sky is falling, the public school system in Arizona is going to be destroyed. Tuition tax credits, I remember when that happened. We had to coax a state senator out from underneath his desk to pass the deciding vote, and that was supposed to be the death knell of the public school system. It wasn't. Neither is this.
Okay, I didn't want this to turn into a debate, but it's very lively and interesting. Jevin, we'll end it with you. So there is still a budget to be produced here with so far puny teacher raises. How much of an impact will this debate have on that budget, do you think?
Oh, this is going to have a huge impact. See, the governor is advocating to give $5,000 vouchers to private school parents and a $200 raise to teachers. This is going to have tremendous impact, and the teachers are going to come out in numbers. Lori mentioned it. The PTA is going to mobilize. Teachers are going to come out in numbers, and you're going to see the support in the legislature around this. And it's going to come, and it's going to come heavy and hard.
All right. When we come back, what does a president eat before firing off Tomahawk missiles? Now we know. Stay with us.